So on the weekend, I got told that my videos rip off Steve Dangle.
Oh yeah? How did that work out for you?
My videos rip off Steve Dangle.
Well, I guess he's got a point.
The Melbourne Ice win 5-2 over the Sydney Ice Dogs, with Austin McKenzie getting his first ever AIHL hat-trick. To me, the story of the game was patience. If you have a look at the goals that Liam Webster and Matt Armstrong scored, along with the patience that Chris Wong exhibited behind the net on Austin McKenzie's second goal, it just showed that the Ice were waiting a little bit longer for each of their shots to make sure that they had the best opportunities to score, and they did on those shots. Another very important thing was penalty management for both teams. The Ice scored 3 power play goals out of 9 attempts. In fact, the first 3 goals that they scored were all on the power play, and it really set the tone for the way the Ice were going to control the game. The Ice Dogs went none for 4 on their power plays, and it just showed how good the Ice penalty killing was. They had a 5-on-3 opportunity at the start of the second and they didn't score on it. The opposite end of the spectrum was the amount of penalty minutes that the Ice Dogs racked up. David Dunwoody had 16 penalty minutes, and not to be outdone, goalie Tim Noding had a whopping 34 penalty minutes. And that's just insane for a goalie to get. Just talking about the goaltending, Tim Noding had 32 saves out of 37 shots, which set him up for an .864 save percentage. If you have a look back over the year, he's now currently standing on an .867 save percentage and a 4.42 goals against average. At the other end of the ice, we had Gustaf Huth in net for the Ice. He made 42 saves on 44 shots and played an unbelievably good game. He had a save percentage of .954 and is currently 2 wins and 1 loss on the season. Just going through a couple of the key players from the game, as mentioned before, Austin McKenzie had his first AIHL hat-trick. Gustaf Huth faced 44 shots and stood on his head. He had a great game. Liam Webster had 1 goal and 3 assists for 4 points on the night, and he was just a big playmaker for a lot of the goals that were there. Jason Backlig had 3 assists and now leads the lead in assists with a total of 8 on the season. Matt Armstrong had 1 goal, which kept his 5-game point streak alive, which is also something that Jason Backlig's currently got going. On the Ice Dogs side, we had Simon Barg with 0 goals and 0 assists, which is the first time he's been kept off the score sheet this season, but he still leads the leagues in points. With the patience the players showed on the ice, the penalty management, and the goaltending that they got from Huth, this was the best game that I've seen the Ice play all year. So next week, the Melbourne Ice face the Melbourne Mustangs in a really huge game. This is 2 teams who are currently really strong, even though the standings don't quite show it just yet. I think it's going to be a really good, interesting game to watch. It's going to be really hard, it's going to be really tough, and whoever comes out with the points is certainly going to have to earn them. Now, it's easy for me to say that the Ice are going to win it because, well, I'm a Melbourne Ice fan. But I just think that they've got a slightly better momentum, they've got a better edge, and I think that the Mustangs are going to be missing Joey Hughes, and that's going to be a massive hole on their first line. I just don't think the Mustangs are going to be quite able to overcome the way that the Ice are playing at the moment. That said, if they do, hey, credit to them. As I said, they would certainly have to earn those points. But at the moment, I just think the Ice have the edge over them. So hopefully I'm in front of the camera cheering on another Ice victory.